By the way, often people ask me, why did your wife keep her last name and you keep your last name?
Because you're Puerto Rican resident and she probably knows.
No, I married her before no. For, actually,
Asset protection.
for many reasons, but I'll tell you two. For credit lines. When I buy, let's say in California, we buy a property. If it's Cherif Medawar and she goes by Teresa, she goes by Tere, and Tere Medawar, husband and wife, guess what? The debt on the house will show on both our credit. That's not very smart. But if actually I buy the house, and in a community property like California, I quit claim it to her. So we buy the house, in the closing, I quit claim it to her, it's under my, that's the debt under her, and everything under her, she owns the house, the equity and all this is her. And I, under my credit report, there's nothing. Can I borrow more, yes or no?
Yes.
If we have 1 million in the bank account, and the account is Cherif Medawar, she has $1 million, and I have $1 million, it looks like $2 million. When I go and apply for a loan, I have zero debt and I have $1 million in the bank. When she goes and applies for a loan, it looks like she has $1 million in the bank and maybe $300,000 debt on the house. So you see how the power of loaning and lending? If people understood this, today when the market collapsed, they could have said, okay, honey, we're going to have to file bankruptcy under your name. But my name is still clean. Let's go and steal some properties and readjust our life. But it's always, honey, let's be together in everything. Well, that's wonderful. But get a prenuptial before you get married? That's just business. Business. Prenuptial is for what you have separately before. After is post-nuptial agreement. Okay? And also, now, when you're in business, keep different names. Keep different social securities, the different credits will help you a great deal with the different last names. It doubles your power of purchasing, etc. So it just has been a great thing for us to have separate last names. And the other reason behind it is I don't understand, with all due respect to all what people believe, I don't understand when people can't figure out their name. Like you ask somebody, what's your name? And then they tell you, well, my name is Maritere, but people call me Mari, but sometimes they call me Terry, but my real close friends, they call me, it's like, wait a minute, you know? Yes, too much information. It's like, and then you ask somebody else. So you're doing a document. What's your last name? Well, you see, my first husband, I kept his last name, but my maiden name, and I got some documents with my new last name, which is my new husband. It's like, what is going on? And you ask people's name and then tell you, well, when I was in this country, I had that name, but I changed here to another name, then I have this third name. That's okay, provided you choose a name, and when somebody asks you, what's your name, you can say, bam, that's what it is. If it's that name that you chose, that's your name. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Have you ever ran into these situations where you ask somebody the name, they have several names? So I didn't want, when my wife gets married, to change names, because already her identity has been. So why, when she gets married, it becomes like something else? That's my belief. I may be wrong, but that's the way it works. I think people have more congruency when they present themselves. I remember once at Hilton Hotels, I had this new gardener, and I went and said, hey, what's your name? My name is Alfonso Rodriguez Galaz Saltana Saltania, but you can call me Pedro. That's what got me thinking about these names and so